The Adventures of Tom Sawyer by Mark Twain. Longman Simplified English Series, read by Shurima Buphapod. Chapter 25. Huck's Questions. Tom and Becky missing. Before sunrise on Sunday morning, Huck tapped at the old Welshman door. A call came from window. "Who's there?" "Only Huck Flynn. That's name that can open this door night or day. Welcome." This was Stanworth to the eye of respectable boy, and the pleasantest he has ever had. Here, the door was quickly unlocked, and the old man and his sons speedily dressed himself. "Now, my boy, I hope you hungry, because breakfast will soon be ready. The boys and I hope that you would stay here last night." "I was terrified," said Huck, and I ran 3 miles without stopping. I come now because I want to know about it. And I come before daylight because I want to come across those devils, even if they were dead." "No, they are not dead, Huck. We fired at them, but they got away in the dark when we pushed the police on their tracks." A description of the scoundrels would help a great deal. "Did you see what they were like?" "Yes, wondered if and dumb spenders that's been allowed here once or twice, and the other his nasty-looking lashes." The deaf and dumb spenders talking. "Well, never mind now. We know the man. I came across them in the woods at the back of the Riddle house on day, and they kept away of you girl boys until the sheriff." As the wheelman's sons were leaving the room, Huck sprang up and cried, "Oh, please don't tell anybody that I told you about them. Oh, please, my boy, don't be afraid for me. I would hand a hair off your head for the world." "No, I protect you. Why are you so frightened to this man? What do you know about them?" "That Spain is not deaf and dumb. Do you know who he is? Now touch me. I won't betray you." Huck looked into the old man's honest eyes for a moment, and then bent over and whispered on in this eye, "It is Spanish is skin." Though in this quest the old whaleman almost jumped out of his chair. "It's all plain enough now. When you told me of that knife business, I thought that it was your own fancy, because Spaniards don't talk that sort of revenge." During breakfast, the talks went on. The old man said that before going to bed, he and his sons had got a lamp and had examined the place near the fence for signs of brush. They found nothing but a bundle for the watch had left 2 hands deep. He waited breathlessly for an answer. The rich man stares in return, then replies, "Tell the truth." Huck sank back, infinitely grateful. The rich man eyed him concealingly and then said, "What, what were, what were you expecting? We found Huck. Don't did not know what it could to make." Then a sentence reply came into his head. There was no time to consider it, so he said weakly, "Sunday school books, perhaps." The old man laughed a bit louder, but poor Huck was too troubled to smile. "Poor fellow, you look pale," said the old man. "You're not well." "I'm not surprised that you're a bit quiet. Rest and sleep and what you need." Huck was annoyed to think that he had been such a fool and betrayed such a surprised excitement. Just as breakfast was over, there was a knock at the door. Huck quickly hid, for he had no desire to be continued with the events of the previous night. The wheelman admitted several ladies and gentlemen, among them the widow Douglas. The wheelman had to tell the story of the night to the visitor. The widow expressed her deep regret for prohibition. Of course, this lost the guest consciously of the visitor, who later spent it in the town. For the old man refused and revealed his secret. There was no Sunday school during the holidays, but everybody was early at church and the stealing happening on Cardiff Hill, where thoroughly discussed news came that no essence of the villains had yet been discovered. When the service was finished, John's Theatres wife came up to Mr. Harper as she was moving down the close with the cows and said, "Is my Becky going and sleep all day? I expect that she would be tired out." "Your Becky?" "Yes," with a startled look. "Did she stay with you last night?" "Why, no." Mr. Chilton's thumb fell.